Так, по-моему, музыка слишком громкая.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum.
Ну, поехали. Чё это? Так, я начинал проверить, как качество будет. Какие настройки графики выставлять. Кстати, на максималках, по сути, 60 FPS тянет. Я понял, Карл IV только умер, на трон зашел его там сын, который на все забивал. В итоге часть знати попросила брата Сигизмунда занять трон. Поехала всякая смута. Скалится. Идиот. Надо музыку еще потише сделать. Графика классная, но видно, что схитрили размытием.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Как они на меня называют? Вроде она Генри говорит.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue. A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Ухал. Выберите один из двух вариантов в этом блоге. Короче, поднять характеристик. Ухал. Мышки нету.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world and, well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Тури, что докопалась?
So I'm learning to sword fight, and what of it? What harm does it do? At least I'll be able to defend myself.
God above, Hal. You know how your father will react when he finds out.
How? What's he gonna do? I'm doing nothing wrong, I just wanted to try it.
On your own head be it then. I can't stop you, and you can deal with your father on your own. Don't come looking to me for help.
Отец тиран. И мои братишки.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere as usual.
Не, ну они же пьяницы.
Oh, not this again. Leave it lie, Mother. Can I get something to eat?
Чё жрать?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Help yourself. Завтрак на столе, пожри сам.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Нет, он не ошибается.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Сегодня ты
You're a good
сдохнешь.
lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Что он как-то на Дауна немного похож. Бегает здесь бла-бла-бла, все стандартно. Надеюсь, Е. Новая запись. А как много? Ну ладно, это я потом почитаю из прима. Сумка, что у меня есть? Двери, сундуки. Шон. Что-то мне писали про уровень. О, можно в силе. Сведения. Мне интересно. Но такое себе. Этой 40. Чего? Много всего. Меч, топор. Понял, чем больше занимаешься, тем качай по типу Скайрима все. Свитков. Что это значит? Бла-бла-бла-бла. Ну, погнал. И своему отцу взять урок боя. Да? Палец. Крестик. А есть. А, понял. Пожрали? А где, насколько я голоден? О, симулятор криптомана. Что тут еще можно взять? Кто-нибудь? Раз увидишь, что с никто. А, это я присел. Понял. Окей. Так, у меня где-то ключ от сундуков был. Где сундуки? Нету. Миг. Не, сундук. Кози для Терезы. Лендула, повязка. Посели. Встаем. Побыстрее бы делали эту анимацию. Рука какая-то уродливая, когда берет ее. Естественно. Мешочки не берутся. Собрали. Лук. Забираем. Хороший сынок. Ограбил родительский дом. Про весь лук. Уже забираем. Почему красть? Это мое. Скрыть. Скрыть. У меня ж ключи. Может, родители все-таки знают, что со мной что-то не так. Выбрать все. Почему красть? Пар календула. Вещи. 1 минуту вылечить легкие раны или избавить от похмелья. Пойдет. Как посмотреть? Вот сытость 64%. Короче, надо хавать. Сумма. По-моему, не букв пропустили. Или так в древности типа называлось. Алый лук. Он будет вонять? Сытость 66. Чего у меня много? У меня я 8, 70. И. Он может растолстеть же? Если котелок стоит, значит, наверное, готовить можно, нет? И готовить. И что получается? Что-то меняется? Он даже, по-моему, не кидает. Нет, кинул. Вареная. Как готовить? А можно сразу много? Нельзя. В чем разница? Пища. Вареный лук. Количество, целебное действие вареного 2, не вес. Вареный стоит дешевле. А еды мало не бывает. Четыре. 3. 2. Он забавно будет, если будет квест с этим всем. Я уже все створил. Надо будет как-нибудь объединить. Я все-таки поспешил. Что не взять? Быть. О, капуста. Еще морковка. Не очень удобно сделано. Право. Конечно, что ты наводишься именно. Цвет может. А, вот так вот. Цвет. Мы там открываем. О, так тут куча всего. И все. Что я открываю сейчас? Этот мешок. Я открываю. Очень понятно. Тут клондайк. Очень ладно, хватит. Облаки. Так, папа заставит работать. Не хочу работать. А? О, Kickstarter. Вы узнали, где точильный круг? Сынок живет в деревне, не знает, что где. Знали или на карте? Что несем?
Indeed I am, or I'll have nothing to smelt the ore with, and the king won't get his silver.
Which king do you mean, Master Tobias? The one sitting in some godforsaken dungeon, or the one who holds the key to the dungeon?
These are strange times.
Странные, тревожные.
But since I serve our liege Lord Saradzik,
думаю, ты знаешь ответ.
True. But where will Saradzik take the silver? Hardly to
Интересно.
Hey, Pip.
А, вот он.
Do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so.
Катсцена.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
Good health to you.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. But the world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Меня никто не
Spoken like a
понимает.
man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes.
All right. I wait on the ground by the
Я буду
sheep.
ждать тебя на обычном месте. Ты кто?
What is it?
Тебе поговорить. Ну, пойдем за мужиком. Вдали как странно деревья смотрятся. Посыл шейдинг, технология.
Have you lost something?
Шалфей. Шалфей. Собираем пока. А, куда ушел? Шустрый. По пиво. Но мне кажется, такие анимации как-то лишние. Два раза прикольно увидеть, а потом это все постоянно одно и то же, если особенно много собирать придется в будущем.
So, can we get started?
Начнем. Погнали.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so
Ж
far.
ничему меня не учил.
Very well. Let's
Хорошо,
start.
давай начнем.
Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
Твоя мысль зависит от движения. Наведите на противника, можно прекратить Shift.
All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself.
Управление удара.
Good.
Как раз ударить. Я понял. Не очень удобно.
The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times.
Еще слабое. Проигрывать силе атаки, выиграть скорости и точности. Колющий удара может наносить в лицо, ответная зона, или в корпус, любая другая зона. Идти в лицо. О, попал. Еще раз попал.
Good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off
Один
without
удар я
sweat.
могу отразить даже
But
не
if you
вспотев.
chain
А
your
если ты
strikes,
сможешь
I
просить
have a
цепь
much
ударов, то
harder
мне будет
time.
намного
As soon as you
сложнее.
land one blow,
Только ты
follow it
закончил
with
один
another.
удар, то сразу начинай следующий. Несколько ваших ударов можно объединить связкой. Вы выполните следующий удар сразу после завершения предыдущего. При этом можно менять зону атаки или просто проводить связку ударов по одной зоне. Давайте нажать сразу же, как только ваш меч ударит по противнику. Понял?
Nice.
Успел. Да, сюда.
Bad.
Все что ли?
All right, that's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work
Ромашки.
hard.
Это баба, как я понял, у меня есть. Подарим. Вы найдете мне. Ага. Так. Видно, там сидим. Есть. Что-нибудь новенькое дайте. Офигенный куст. Поехали. Ладно, надо к отцу. Почему отец на отшибе живет? Стоп. Город странно. А, нет, там тоже есть забор.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Нет, я обухал. Когда нужна сила убеждения, чтобы достигнуть своих целей. Когда говорите с людьми, часто вы можете выбрать, какие впечатления вы хотите на них произвести. Вы можете просто использовать красноречие, зависит от репутации, момент разговора, социальный статус, то есть одежда и насколько хорошо вы выглядите, то есть репутация. Если вы опасным, будут сталкиваться, и вам будет давать вам рискованные задания. Главным образом на это влияет ваша сила, идущий эффект вашего оружия, снаряжения. Как и другие вещи, такие как кровь на вашей одежде, тоже принимаются в расчет. Подкупить. И должны вчитываться в то, что и интро хочет сказать. Можете с легкостью умерить угрозы веру. Сколько хорошо владеет, вы не можете легко произвести впечатление знатого человека. Способности интро не просто обозначаются универсальным числом, станция способности вашими оппонентам. Бла-бла-бла. Ваши деньги. Это вопрос характеристик насколько сильно влияет на факторы: репутация, одежда, кровь. Речь, обаяние, сила. Окей. То есть про отца я ничего не знаю, да? Ну, самое большое у меня вот это, наверное, ее стоит.
Sorry, father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy, when are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure he'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Ты ж из Ведьмака. Большинство заданий можно выполнить разными способами. Красноречие. Насилие. Крестовина. Ок. Уголь. Пиво. На Б.
Why are you... Damn!
По-моему, ей пофиг, что по ней я хожу. Да, вообще никак не реагирует. Контроль, получается, не задействован. Узнал, где купец. Окей. Можно мыться. Тут можно спереть? Сказал. О, мне с тобой как раз надо поговорить. Легко.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Назвал меня ублюдком. Скотина. А где вот это вот сердечко с короной? Качать. Мне кажется, ни то не подействует. Ладно.
That's the way you want it. I'll tell father you won't pay, and you can tell him what you told me.
Брать кончишь топор, молоток и гвозди. Ну, топор у меня уже есть. Да. И то, что я хотел. Я понял, можно к приставу пойти. Лошадь, ты воняешь. Ты не воняешь.
That's great. A bit of extra coin never hurts.
Портной.
May the Lord watch over you,
Кузница. Да кузница же у моего
What
отца.
is it? Hey, watch it.
Usual? Or something else?
Just a few little things. That's all for today.
Come again anytime.
Тоже купец. Ну-ка сыграем. А, у меня же денег нет. Не сыграем. Надо деть экстралозит. Том. С тобой не поговорить. Вот еще. Чме.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tartars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with you, Henry.
I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears all day.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
Плевать на короля.
So, Hal, are you with us?
Как я понял, он оленем был. Точнее, есть. Может, и был. Блин. Первая дилемма. Ладно, потом они мне
Alright, I'll
помогут.
do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Kunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem, we'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
Alright, let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
Прям payday, идем на дело. Вы так бежите медленно.
Be a bit more careful.
Так, ты придумал. Ты все хотел, по-моему, подраться. Ты вроде адекватный. Все равно со всеми будет.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
Нечестно. Мани из дома жену немца. А вот это. Вот же она не дома.
What do you want, lad?
Never mind. Goodbye.
God help your poor parents.
Хорошая женщина. Не будем. Еще крапива. Там же где-то еще сын должен быть. Ну, похоже, больше вариантов нет. Поговорить.
God be with you, Henry. What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Тоже не обманул. Чуваки, я все сделал.
What is it?
О. Так, по-моему, они себе мстят.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Woohoo! Eat shit, dodgers.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Horse Hans! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbyszek? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Черт. Может, поговорим? Хорош, двоечки. Силы кончились.
For God's sake, stop right now. The catch pole is on his way.
Валим. Валим.
Jesus! What? What the hell are you doing? Jesus! Where are you going?
Be a bit more careful.
Damn! What is it?
Что, далеко мы побежим?
What the hell?
И?
What is it?
Это такая уж и леди. Что с лицом?
You men are like little kids. Hey!
Эй!
What's going on out there?
Точно, тут сохранение только когда у тебя бухло есть.
Show yourself.
Правильно иду? Да. Паркур. Так он умеет? Так он не умеет.
Huh? What the hell are you doing?
Клево. Три. 4. 5. 2, 3. Что это было? Почему Б горит? А? Горит. Понял, нам вот сюда. Тут же еще спать надо, как спать? Ну, Б постоянно забирается. А, я, наверное, может, в зоне этой Б.
Oof.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then.
Опять нападать.
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
Hey, watch it, lout. You serious?
Лучше стоять в центре. Что главный? Это все?
Hey.
Ладно, пойдем по базарам.
Hey.
Пошел. Странный ты тип.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to
Что вы
take a
здесь
whip to you
делаете?
or call a catch pole?
Just try it, you old drunk.
О, вы такие. О, а чё меня-то? Знаете. Привыкать к модели боя надо.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Весь максимум энергии, потом сюда старайтесь лечить своего персонажа, здоровье. Греха, естественно, быстро восстанавливается, когда он ест или спит. При необходимости можно пользоваться снадобьем.
All right, blacksmith's boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Что, мстить хочешь? Ждем на халяву. Ились. Гвозди, молоток. Нам не надо. Чуть ты в натуре бомж.
All right, blacksmith's boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want, but you haven't heard the last.
Вещи. Мешок уголь.
What the hell are you doing?
The hell are you doing?
Good health to you, Henry.
Ой, я тебе, Генри. Так, нам надо продать. О, кстати, так можно было продавать пендели всякие. Продать. Капуста 0,8 стоит. Везде. Корзину. Корзину. Молоток. Корзину. Корзину. О, отвар дорогой. Где сумма? Ему самому считать? Один. Учить, торговаться, вещи. Торговаться. Красноречие качал вроде.
Can we do something about the price?
Aye.
Ай. Торговаться можно, если вы хотите дешевле купить или дороже продать. Выберите сумму, которую вы хотите получить. Заплатить или получить, подтвердить ее. Купец отвечает на ваше предложение. Если он отказал, последует встречное. И уже вы должны принять его или отказаться. Последнее предложение купца. Ваше текущее предложение. Ваши деньги. Оригинальная цена. Ваше последнее предложение, которое не принял. Если ползунок не получается сдвинуть, означает, что у вас или не хватает денег. Долго торгуете, сделать предложение. Купец начинает терять терпение. В какой-то момент прекращает торг. Можете понять, насколько близко подошли по этой иконке. Короче, довольно недоволен. Каждый неудачный раунд переговоров ухудшает репутацию в глазах купца. Я понял. Так. Ага, это я снижаю цену. Давай по-скромному. Так.
What do you say to this?
Конечно,
We're
это.
getting there. Just drop the
Вот так
price a
лучше.
bit more.
Струсить. Ладно. Нет.
All right, so.
Нет. Так, у меня есть бабло. Почему я... Все, до меня дошло. Подуматься. Аромат жизни, значок свиньи. Исчезнет. От боров я, наверное, объелся.
So, my wife's brother finally paid back the dozen groschen he owed me.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
Так, секунду. А что чаю налить?
Good health to you.
Welcome, Henry. welcome, Henry.
Так. Что-то ближе надо было. Джей. Пить угля 10 штук. Да, ему столько угля. На 5. Вот почти все мои бабки заберут. Торгуемся.
Let's talk about the price.
Aye?
5 ай.
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Отлично. Еще надо было пиво купить же. Что-то на лица не решили плюнуть.
Look where you're going. Be a bit more. Good health.
Короче, что такой вход неудобный пьяным ходить? Ты же выходишь, ты же башкой по камень падаешь. Банка.
What is it? What the hell?
С тобой можно говорить?
If it's charcoal you want, talk to my hired hand. I've no time now.
Я уже не могу. По базарю. Что за значок чтения, интересно?
If it's charcoal you want, talk to my hired hand. I've no time now.
106. О, больше можно скачать. Странник. Что за странник? Так что... Не, это не... Фигня, по-моему. Дальше же он по-любому будет расти в чинах. Так себе. Это неплохо. Почему-то это самое лучшее без минуса. Берем. Еще что-то можно в силе есть. Ильщик. А, это уже было. Эту. Эту. Пока подождем. Это все одновременно уже будет. Чуть пока непонятно, так что не буду пока трогать. Десятина. Интересно, что значит значки. Не то, не то, не то, не то. Не то. Тоже не то. Тоже не то. Всякие. Я. Посмотрите, игрок. Вы можете увидеть, голоден ли вы. Это голоден, это переел. Она. Книжка-то что значит? Значок книжки. Еще закрыто. Фитнес. Кости. Если вы хотите попробовать свои силы в азартных играх, вы можете сыграть в кости в любой респектабельной корчме, чтобы первым набрать определенное количество очков. По очереди касается 6 кубиков. Очки начисляются за каждую выброшенную пятерку или единицу. Также за 3 любых других одинаковых числа. Счет осуществляется следующим. Одна единица 100 очков, одна пятерка 50 очков. И одинаково стоит 100 очков, умноженных на данное число. Например, 3 четверки это 400. Единица 1000, 4 или более одинаково стоит. По-моему, с каждой за 3 одинаковых числом, то есть 4. Игрока всегда начинается с броска всех 6 костей. Затем игрок при помощи Е падает в сторону выброшенные кости, которые его устраивают. По крайней мере, одну кость в любом случае. Еще раз бросить основные кости при F. Повторяется. Эта комбинация учитывается только для текущего броска, а не для всего хода. Ключевым элементом игры является то, что если бросок нет, то заканчивается. И набранные во время хода теряются. Чем лучше всего закончится ход при помощи кубка или чем не слишком вкладывать в сторону все. Чтобы при следующем раскладе каждый игрок использует свои собственные кости с возможностью жульничать. Ладно, встаем. Ладно, встаем. А, я, наверное, читать могу.
Be a bit more careful.
Что такая толстая?
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir, I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
The Deutsch is mouthing off again.
Oh, don't talk to me about him. He's a good customer, but when it comes to politics, he's unbearable. The number of times I had to throw him and the others out so they wouldn't start brawling.
Well, I'd say he's in exceptional form today. I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vaniak?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Так, шнапс для сохранения, насколько я знаю. Автоматически сохраняется в момент важных событий или когда вы спите. Сами сохраните игру, вы должны выпить шнапс. Очень крепкий алкогольный напиток. 3 самое старое будет переписано. Так, а сколько у меня денег? 1,3. Можно что-нибудь взять? И мясо дорогое, соль дорогая, сыр. Меня видят? Давай. Упс. Чё это не я? Чё спать? Камик, что ли? Есть какой-нибудь замчок, где показывает? Можно мне тут находиться или нет? Тоже нельзя.
robbed all over again.
Черная колбаска. Один.
Where could he have vanished to? He must be here somewhere.
Ой, а что такое? За что? Эй, а за что ты меня бьешь? Мужик. Как он застукал? Отстань. Я сдаюсь. Что за бред? Я не понял. Почему не заметили? Как это вообще показывается? Тупость. Так, на чем остановились? Ёлки-палки. Как далеко. Пропустить.
You call that combat?
Минус.
For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
Валим.
What is it?
Hey.
Кстати, время суток тут нигде не показывается. Сколько сейчас вообще? Как понять, когда ночь наступит? По солнцу? Хотя оно где? А вот.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
Be a bit more careful.
Пошла ты.
And I hope you'll honor me with another
Something's
visit.
taken a fancy to some of my apple trees.
You don't say. What's that then?
Good health to you, Henry.
Что, еще не пришли?
Oof. Well, we... that old bastard.
True.
Well, let him.
Good. I need a hand with Kunet.
Show me.
Let's get... Kanesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
Be a bit more careful.
What the fuck are you here for?
you want me to take a whip to you or call a catchpole? Just try it, you old drunk.
Реально.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you... Huh?
Теперь продать. Кто с вами лучше все вызывать? Пошли вы. Ты кто? Долговато грузятся эти сцены. Чем вообще подгрузка нужна? Так, мы ему даем гвозди. Ток. Что мне еще не надо? Вернул луком до жопы. Обычный лук и обычный бак. Казина.
Can we do something about the price?
Naturally.
Ага, это мы уже знаем. Пусть так.
Are we agreed?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less, and I'll be satisfied.
В смысле? Да еще немного.
Welcome, Henry.
Почему не могу 14.1 там сделать? Там тоже нет. Нет,
I'll go for that.
Greetings, Henry.
Ну ладно. Так, теперь купить 10 угля.
How are you?
Can we do something about the...
Sure, why not?
Agree?
Come now, just a little more.
Ты офигел, что ли? Так,
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
2 золотых. 50 не готовы скинуть. Сколько у меня осталось? Мне еще 9, да и богаче. Давай сыграем в кости.
God be with you.
Care to try your hand at dice?
единицы, по-моему, да, надо оставлять. И... Блин, не помню, четверки или пятерки. Пятерки. Еще. А, все, понял.
We'll see.
Все понял, не так я все сделал. Сейчас бы уже почти победил.
That's it. That's all.
Оставляем. 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 Оставляем, да? 1100. Писать на счет и бросить снова. Че он кидает? Сколько? Одну.
This'll be the one.
50.
This'll be the one.
Че он заново кидает? Не понял, как это работает. Сейчас все проиграем.
Еще
раз. А мне не торговля интересует. Своей задачи. Цель этой горы на двух. Брать определенное количество игр. Почему у него... 5000 надо. Понял. 50 одинаковых. Когда начинается броска. Пускай игрок с помощью выбирает и стреляет комбинации костей, которые приносят очки. Ставить минимум одну кость. Игрок может бросить оставшиеся. Нравится. Почему он по 5 постоянно кидал? Сканы ставится на одной кости, просто раунд кончится свечки. Бла-бла-бла. Наверное. Пять, 1. Положить. Это бросить. Ну, 3 бросим еще разок можно. Вон единичка я вижу, и пятеры. Записать. Набор очков. Года. 3 шестерки, за 650 набрал год. Ничка. Тыка.
Good health to you, Henry.
Strong linen, delicate velvet, beautiful and functional.
И почему я не могу F? Что-то не понял. 200. Почему сразу 0-то? Делаю так. Сто, 200, 250. И опять 4 тряпку. О, блин, везучий.
We'll see.
Конечно. Три, 5, 2, о, 3 двойки. 300 очков. Так, 300 очков.
We'll see.
Давай, обломись, обломись.
We'll see.
Ну, всегда везет.
This'll be the one.
Ты же одну кидаешь. А, когда все выпали, ты заново опять 5 кидаешь. Он меня сейчас уделает. Так, по 2 не канает, да? Как я понял. Ладно. Теперь нам надо рисковать. Вообще никак. Но мне-то, конечно. Короче, какой-то жулик. Так ему уже хватит уже, зачем он кидает. Вот он сейчас одну кинет и все равно сейчас конюшную единицу. Короче, это какой-то жулик.
This'll be the one. Now you.
С ним можно поговорить, уличить его? Мне кажется, он гонит.
Fancy throwing a few dice?
Четыре, 2, 5. Выбора нет. Вкладываем единичку. Вкладываем пятерку. Надо было закончить. Не то нажал. Ой, облом. А у него сейчас, как обычно, попрет. Вон 3 пятерки, единичка. Конечно, опять единичка.
Your turn.
Сюда заходит единички. Раз, два, три. Плюс косары. Рискнуть, не рискнуть. Не, все, хватит. Ну никогда перебыл. А, нет, удачи бывает. Так, вот 3 четверки. 2, 3, плюс 400, плюс 500, плюс 550. Сразу отдаем.
That's it. God's holy hat.
Ну надо же. 4, 4, 1, 2. О, 3 четверки. 3 единицы. Все. Победа. Так. Того у меня сейчас 9,4 побед. Отыгрались. Сколько где-то?
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too have.
Да, все понятно. Конечно, ты меня привела.
The Deutsche.
Oh, and talk.
Well, I'd say he's an I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye.
You can pay me back.
Out of the question.
Есть
Thanks.
бабки.
You too.
Vaniak.
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin rubbish.
He promised to teach me how...
What use would...
Enough.
How?
Is that so? Really?
А у нас сейчас все детей стараются на какой-нибудь карате отдать. Так.
What are you doing? Got
Брошь.
it for you right here.
Вера. Да, я понял. О, теперь можно сохранить игру. Игра сохранена. Все.
Good health to you, Henry. There's no end to his cleaning.
Новая запись алкоголя и пьянства. В разделе усиления. А, я сейчас более заметен, типа.
God be with you, Henry. I've only got 2 hands. Good health to you, Henry.
Никто не возмущается.
Hey, look out! Doesn't even know how to apologize.
Ой, ну прости. Старая. Оп. Я ж могу шмотки тут какие-нибудь купить. Я ж богатый.
Look where you're
Good day.
$31, 104. Я не богатый. Я понял. Ладно, а у тебя что можно взять?
How are you?
Ну, у тебя тоже уголь был. Кинжал 12. Нужны подковы. Разница только в прочности. Понял. Овощи режущие. Нужно. Чем? Так, ладно, тревога не поднялась.
Are you serious?
Я не хочу есть. Хочу. Надо что-то из ворованного поедать. Где сытость не написано, что ли? Чуть объелись.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
And how much longer will it take? Get a move on. We have to finish that sword today. You want me to look a fool in front of Sir Radzik?
No, I don't. I'll be back soon.
Забыл. Ярослав. Братуха. Пусти.
God be with you.
And with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent
Не
me.
будем жаловаться.
We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Какой я щедрый. Сейчас, похоже, папаню убьют.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son.
Чуваки понимают толк.
Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip.
Супер мудрый кузнец. Интересно, откуда Гарвард закончил?
I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Henry, are you all right?
Что ржешь, дура?
Sorry, girl. It seems the lad's lost his mind.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Она лучше, чем эта Бьянка. Похоже, его на это понимает.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzig. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father.
Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Ща кому-то наваляют. Спешивший гонец не успел к появлению армии.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Жестко. Шон.
Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the
Keep
gates!
running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
Папаша крут.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it!
Run!
Find a horse! Ride to town, Merc! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Так, а меч же должны собрать, насколько я помню. Смотрим конструкцию. Так, я жрать не хочу, не хочу. Быстро ты выдыхаешься. Понимаю, мне надо сваливать. Да елки-палки. Как я должен сбежать от него? Короче, я понял, сначала его надо убить. Ради набельника можно. Вынес. Бежим. Я еще пережрал зло. Сократить. О, теперь никто не гонится. Что мне вообще надо? А нет. Движение. Нет. Никак мне от них уйти. Блин. Ты можешь быстрее, дура. Можно налево. Так, управление лошадью еще раз. Управление. Ой. Ой. И лошадь. X. Разберемся. Нашло. Он, наверное, дабл shift имелось в виду, чтобы он побежал совсем быстро. Вот да, shift. Что это значит? Нифига она не скачет быстрее. Просто. Я разницы не заметил. Честь.
Left. Talmud is to the left, along the stream.
Не отстали. Лошадь уже задыхается. Или я. Стань. Стань.
Run for it!
И текстурка не прогрузилась.
Warn the others! They've tore Skalitz!
Я походу еще кровью истекаю. Даже я на место тут проскочу.
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Ну, косые какие-то. Что, мне первую помощь окажет?
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Наверное, это больно.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates.
Ты, блин, подготовку забыл, оказывается, убрать.
We have to prepare for
Весь
the
стрим она
worst.
висела.
Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Часа. Знал, где твоя постель.
What's happening with that blacksmith?
He sent his apologies, sir. He can't come tomorrow.
Жрать хочу.
As soon as he can manage is before noon, the day after. He sent his apologies, sir. He can't come tomorrow.
Жрать хочу.
As soon as he can manage is before noon, the day after.
Веса. Ну почему? Идет. Разница. Один. О, я понял. Так вот вышел. Точно. Опять пережрал. Хочет спать, что ли?
My word.
Делай кровать.
Good God. I need to...
Прямо и туда. Я не хочу сесть, я хочу спать. Попробуем сесть. Нет, спать. А вот спать.
You fled. What are you doing?
Не может держаться, нет времени. Ты что делаешь? Моя коротня. Сначала побазарим. Спать не дают года. Раненый, больной.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make fortunes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents. I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss. Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Вот еще и раздеваться надо. Реализм. Значит, задача ешь. Короче, обожремся и пойдем спать.
You're that lad from Skalitz? What in heaven's name happened there?
О, жареная утка. Это я буду. Это я буду. Это я буду. Это еще винище было. Но. Этого. Сыра у меня, по-моему, мало осталось. Я думаю, все. Сытость опять упала. Вот хилит, рогалик нет. Сначала все-таки есть. Винище, винище, винище. Что она дает? Конечно, вино. Питательность, бедная энергия. Алкоголь. Ладно уж, бухать. Уровень пьянства. Чего он так испугался? Сторожку и поспать до утра. Что у нас? Я понял. Настолько он уж устал, чтобы глаза закрывались. 58. А, кстати, там же еще какие-то уровни у нас прокачались. Это вам накладывать повязки. Первую помощь прочитал. Прочитал сам. Сила это все старое. Ловкость. Что такое? Что такого? Вот, энергия 21. Ну, как ты сделал, чтобы она на главном экране показывала? Раздеться еще. Сорок, 60. Впрочем, в 6 проснемся. Не дали поспать.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
Да и вроде и так спал.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for father. I know
Нифига,
it's a
тут
job
еще и
for
на
a
время
girl,
отвечать
don't
надо.
mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
Так. Оп. Темная толпа нападавших.
A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to
Сын
attack.
кузнеца так красноречиво умеет говорить.
And then death
Жаль, в Ведьмаке
descended on
это было
Scarlet.
лучше обыграно.
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour,
Че, они уже знают, что это Сигизмунд?
But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw father and charged at him, cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother, and he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her.
Наверное, врать не стоит.
I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to, but... Even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzig, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
Oh, you poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through, I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Probislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Кошмары.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Мне кажется, он говорил ровно другое.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Игра сохранена. Пожалуй, тут сделаем паузу большую.